Good morning, this is William Adams from Fast Markets on Friday the 24th of December at 8:27 London time. As you can see here, gold did pull back yesterday. It struggled on the way up. It's failed to get above the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement line. That's this lower horizontal blue line. And that in a way suggests that this sort of downward trend is still intact. The rebound failed to sort of move back more than above this line. And then yesterday we did pull back. We pulled back down to the 1372.30 sort of area, just ahead of the 50-day moving average, which has actually proved quite a good area of support. Prices did breach it back here, but generally closed above it. Yesterday they bounced off it. So again, the moving average is around the 1371 area. And we've also have this support line here now, which is likely to be important. Indeed, that's also around the it's actually 1368 today, with a former downtrend line at 1371 as well. Stochastics they avoided crossing lower, which is a constructive sign. They've moved the fast lines moved up again into after the rebound yesterday, and with this morning's pull up as well. So it's looking quite constructive, but all within the realms of consolidation. At the 4-hourly chart again, you can see how we had the sell-off, and then since then it's picked up bargain hunting. Stochastics have turned higher as well. So it looks as if we'll just see consolidation now, really between the sort of the 1390 and 1370 area for the moment. But overall, we see this as sort of a bit of a downtrend here, and as I said earlier, the fact that it's failed to get back up above this 38.2 Fibonacci retracement line, which is at 1394, does favour continuation of the downward trend for the moment. Looking at silver, we've got the uptrend line here is at 29.29 today. So price has been really very quiet, very subdued, trading sideways. Stochastics also converging in mid-ground, so very much a still market at the moment. But prices are holding up above the 29.29 level. Yesterday they moved down to a low of 29.21, and if there's sort of further support really around the 29 figure, failing that, then it looks like we could see a move back down towards the 28.33 lows, which are down here, with a bit of support initially that's 28.33 area, moving down to the low 28.05 and that sort of area around here. So, but for the moment, market is just stuck in sideways consolidation, and the stochastics look as if they're converging with a possible next move to cross on the downside. So, we wouldn't be surprised to see some further consolidation and some tests of support down towards the sort of 28.33, but for the moment, looking to hold around the uptrend line. Platinum likewise generally consolidating. Price has been turned back by resistance ahead of the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement line here, which is at 1740. We had a high of 1737, followed by 1735 2 days ago, and now we're just consolidating again, moving generally sideways. But yesterday was a down day. Today looks like it's putting in an up day, and we've got the stochastics pushing higher as well. So wouldn't be surprised to see another run up towards 17 to challenge the highs, see if we can get back up above the 1740 level, and in which case then it puts the whole of this area here above 1750, and the spike up over 1800 as a potential sort of area of supply to be eroded. But for the moment, consolidation. Palladium is again like the others, is generally consolidating in a sideways fashion either side of 750. It's capped at the moment by the downtrend line, this downtrend line here. That's at 756 today, and you need to get back up above the uptrend line to start looking constructive. Uptrend line's at 771, which indeed would take it above this peak here at 768, and put it back onto target to challenge the 778. So holding up well, but just holding up below the previous highs and previous resistance. Stochastics are still trending lower, and that's an issue. Although they have crossed higher, they did cross higher, but they haven't really seen much follow-through buying since then. And if anything, the stochastics are moving sideways, possibly converging, so we could get another downward cross. If we do, then we'd look for support down around the sort of 730 area. 729 was a low here, so around that sort of area is a potential pullback zone. But again, we'd expect generally good underlying buying given the scale of given the overall strong uptrend. What has been happening though with the stochastics pulling back here, the market will be well placed. If the stochastics come back down to a lower level and then cross higher, they'll be well placed then to challenge the highs at 778.5. The euro again flatlined. Prices did nip lower yesterday, down towards the 130.54 area, breaching previous support areas at the 130.70, but have got back above the 131 area now. But the market it's got this area down here to as sort of a line in the sand. That's at 129.68. Overall the trend looks quite weak. Stochastics have been weak. They did cross higher though into the rebound yesterday, but as you can see, there's a lot of thin trading going on here with some overhead tails. So market in limbo at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised to see further tests of underlying support. If we do see further euro weakness, dollar strength, then that's likely to provide further headwinds for the precious metals. The dollar index, weekly dollar index, again, generally holding up well. It's above the 80 level, but there is some selling up here by looks of things, judging by the overhead tails. It looks like where we are at the moment, where the index is at the moment, it will be a slightly down week, but still broadly a close here would be equal to the recent closes across the last month or so. So quite a firm dollar at the moment. Obviously, it's had a very big sell-off earlier on from June onwards, but it has had a good rebound. Now a question of whether it can hold a base above 80 and then move on to challenge sort of the 83 area. For the moment, looking set to close on a fairly just in a sort of strong area just above the 80 area. This is William Adams from Fast Markets. Thank you for watching and have a happy Christmas. And there'll be another. The next webcast will be in the new year.